Hello again, guys, for another session of the letter. So, on the last session, basically, while we're dealing with Hannah, Hannah had a photo shoot with Zachary, and as well, I believe we had a bit of a lunch, you can call it a lunch date, quote unquote, wink wink, with Marianne. So, after pretty much good encounters with the both of those lot, and kind of having a bit of a kind of should we decide to include these two, or should we only choose one? I don't know, if the game allows us to be this progressive and all that stuff. But later that day, he had basically a bit of an upsetting fight with our good boy Luke here. Unfortunately, Luke is let's just say he's a very ignorant individual when it comes to people of color. And after their little angry, talkative moments about how foolish and ignorant the guy is just because a girl just want to have fun. And then she hears a bunch of crying down supposedly one of the wine cellars. Now, we had a choice to open this cellar, but we chose not to. So instead, we try to call her out to be like, come out there, come out there. But then I believe the butler, I forgot his name already, but we'll find out soon enough. I think it was Johannes. I can remember on a whim. So he was like, hey, are you okay, Hannah? Be like, I don't know, I just heard screaming, but it stopped now. And now we're basically in the next day to see how does our fair Hannah will proceed. So, shall we kind of pursue for our possibly new romantic love interest, or should we make it worse for our current relationship with our boy Luke here? Well, let's find out. Continue. Alright, let's see here. The scene outside the parlor is great, organized mess. Aside from our own household help, we hired servers of the temp agency, which provides staff for the right enterprise hospitality sector. Even with our very skilled staff, cannot undertake. One second. There we go. Undertake a party of his size of their own. Waiters, busboys, hostesses, and their staff captains move on in droves and carrying crockery, serveware, goods for several dozen people, and then some. Chefs and bartenders tails after Johans, looking a little scared like little children as he escorts them through the kitchen and through the wine cellar. Pursue the stocks to select what can be served at the party. Alright, who is Johannes? I know it was Maria, but I don't know who's filling in.
I thought Madeline was no. Oh, it was Maria.
I definitely.
I don't think it was me. No.
Who's voicing the sexy butler? Because I'm voicing Luke, so I'm not doing it.
So I mean, I could fill in unless, because I know Malin got Marianne, Professor got Hanna.
I can be the sexy butler.
Unless Alice wants to pretend to be sexy butler, but it's up to her. I don't know if she's present or is he?
I'll skip.
All right, she skips and being the hot butler. All right, that's fair. All right, Zach, take it away.
Yeah, we have a lot to do, and I believe we did not hire snails.
Oh my God.
Snails are for dishes. Oh wait, my mic is way over here. Talking to my cup, not my mic.
Yes, talking to your cup. It is the cups of your own voice dwells within.
Mm-hmm.
All right. A string quartet readies up to play for the evening, tuning their instruments as they fill the air with idle chatter. Floral decor with filled vases, raised in baskets, while petals are scattered along the driveway up front. The ice sculpture of a reindeer is brought in and carefully by a pair. That's a dank reindeer. It is followed by a simple cake, just with 5 tiers, with a white chiffon, one with white chocolate and fresh berries, and a light dusting of edible gold. Damn, they're lit with cash.
Oh my God.
But despite the fact that I told Marianne how I would tend to all this, I find myself unable to focus or care for any of it. I still have our discussion running in my mind, and looking at all this, I can only see Luke everywhere.
That's right, darling. I'm everywhere in your mind.
God damn it. Anyways, these are the grand things that Luke wanted to have for the party. I wanted a small, elegant, simple gathering, with only a select few invited, namely the people who I actually trust to enter my home. I do not want any
Marianne.
bloody... I don't want any bloody politicians or paparazzis in here, no matter how used I am to chattering them or catering them. Oh no.
At least be here for your own damn party. Damn it, Luke. Hate you.
We hate him indeed. The entire thing screamed, Luke, right? And I can't help but add another question to my growing list of queries. When did I lose myself? It's always about him nowadays, isn't it? What about Hanna, right? What about me? What about my time? But what about Hanna Evans? I used to be my own woman, made her own name, her own career, and her own decisions. Sure, I was already a social butterfly that I still am today, but it wasn't all empty. Shallow gossips and sitting pretty. I was also lauded for my knowledge and talent. Finance manager wasn't just handed to me, just because my father owned the company. I had insisted that I start at the bottom so I could work my way to the top and prove myself. And I did. I worked numbers, managed budgets, money and accounts, analyzing the competition and market trends. It was a calculation of financial risk, costs, reduction opportunities, auditors' liaisons, and public relations, supervisions of staff, and, well, I had a huge slew of responsibilities. Admittedly, I was already quite the attention seeker back then, having dedicated most of my youth craving for my parents' approval. Failing that, I turned to others, look for the praise from anyone who would give it. However, feeding it all was. And Luke. Oh, Luke. The way he looked at me, the way he watched me, genuine interest. He had me disgustingly obsessed since day one, hasn't he? Saw me for me, Hanna Evans, both of my faults and my achievements. The man didn't treat me like some damsel in distress or some prize to be won. I remember the nights before we were married, when we talked about everything and anything. From the big things like business, society, and philosophy, to little things such as that we had for breakfast, or whether we liked cats or dogs more. We both prefer dogs. Nowadays, I'm just Luke's wife. Ellipses. It's mostly my fault, isn't it? It told me that husbands preferred wives who are docile and subordinate. A woman who will always be there for him, yet would never outshine him in all aspects except beauty. A wife needs to be at home and attends to his needs, to have children, to take care of them in his absence. They say I have no business working anymore after I was married. I can blame society, but I listened. Before I could fall further into the introspective pit of self-loathing, someone calls for my attention.
The guests have arrived, madam.
And Luke?
Running a bit late, I'm afraid.
God damn it. Late for his own party, that man, I swear. He's probably looking to make a dramatic entrance, knowing him. Open the doors, then. We mustn't tarry.
Alright. The car lines up the driveway, prepping the front of the mansion with vehicles of every kind. Grand torturers, supercars, even the odd high-end muscle car or two, convertibles, grand saloons, and other luxury cars that can be seen being parked by valets. For the valet, A handful of cabs drive up, possibly for those who thought it was too troublesome to bring their own cars. There are at least 2 different media vans as well. They're all here for what they be considered the biggest events of the year for Luxborn. So far. Who knows? What will be planned for the winter holidays?
Welcome, welcome, everyone. Please make yourself at home in the haunted house.
Haunted house. Some of the guests idle, enjoying the warm, if not strange, sunshine that we're experiencing before glooming skies inevitably return. They greet acquaintances and friends with warm smiles, others less so. Where I stand, I can see the hierarchy of power, the ties that bind these individuals here, whether through the convenience or necessity. However, there are also a few who are not here to further cement their current place in high society. such as that young man with the oriental air, ignorant of the looks he receives from women and men alike. Alright, who wants to voice this boy?
Can I do him?
Yeah, sure.
Oh my gosh, now.
Give me it.
Be careful with this Shirley, alright?
Perfect. Oh, it's this girl. Alright. Or that rose-haired woman talking on her phone while she looks unsure why she's here exactly. I think this was.
Yes,
Aaron.
I'm at the party already, Mum. Yes, I'll say hi to her if I can.
And I see Zachary, the photographer, as well. God damn his sexy, smug look. He talks to a few of the other media crew with an air of familiarity.
I was just here a few days ago, yeah? Yeah, the inside is huge, but their staff is pretty helpful if you get lost, huh?
Alright, I invited Father Norman, too. It's the least I could do after he blessed the mansion at my request, aside from my small donation to the church, of course. Wink, wink, I own the church. But the poor man had taken ill and went through a nervous breakdown of some sort the other day. And then people like the chief inspector. People who I can never be too sure about. People who stand on the border between being suspicious and being trustworthy. He's definitely in the gray area. I mean, I can voice him.
Who did Officer Lee last time?
I know
Nick did.
Nick did, yeah.
Okay. Well, he's not here, so.
Well, I guess I could take over then. Thank you for the invite, Hanna. Husband is still missing, I see.
Shut the fuck up. I should be saying the same of your darling Rochelle, Lee. The doctors again.
Told me she'll just be in the gardens. I bet she's lying then. She'll be somewhere around mingling, gossiping with the other ladies. I don't like that. No offense, but seems all you ladies do at these parties. I hate to sound sexist when I say that.
And aren't you gossiping right now, you hypocrite?
Shit! She got me good. Yes, well, what about Luke? We filed a missing person report now, or do you want to wait for 24 hours?
You're hilarious. He's around, I think. Probably
No,
don't.
I can tell if he's someone's buffling. Don't tell me, let me guess, he's finally drunken himself to death and not awaiting a scandal you hit in his party. Oh god, that'd actually be a lot to handle for the paper reporter. Anyways, I wanted to give you this housewarming gift to him. Ooh, excuse me, the alcoholic beverage is getting to me. But a gift to him personally too. The plate that holds a wine glass so he can stop killing himself with liquid lunches. It looks like it's too late for that now.
Nothing like that. Besides, this is hardly a polite conversation. You're wishing death on my husband.
Relax. I'm not trying to kill your husband through, like, alcohol intoxication, but I'm just trying to be cheeky to lighten the mood. It's not like I want Luke dead. Or do I? Anyways, the man doesn't serve dodgy plonk like the others when I visit. He pays his respect well enough. Could use a glass of wine, or 3 actually, because he's alcoholic, you know? Rochelle has been in a horrid mood. Threw her stilettos at me the other day and almost took me an eye out. Not sure if it's how it usually goes, but I blame the pregnancy.
I wouldn't know, would I guess?
Still, no plans for the baby, you know? Have little ones? Anyways, I guess that's for the best. If it's bad now, I can't imagine how bad it would be when the little baby bumps become huge. Have I mentioned how I don't trust him, or matter how hard I try to do so? At least he brought a gift, I suppose, even though he's kind of a sexist dick.
Why don't you just go inside and have some wine, Lee?
I think I will. Thanks.
Good, go drink yourself. Yeah.
Alright, greetings such as these carry on as the guests continue to trickle in. Whether we have short conversations or merely shake hands and nod heads, I make sure to attend and welcome each of them. As the first hour passes by, the rest of the stragglers and I adjourn to the ballroom. Any latecomers will have the attention of the porter instead. I have other duties to attend now. Hosting parties is always the same old song and dance, no matter how big or small it is. You make sure your guests are well fed, have good company, and then generally enjoy themselves. So that the opening remarks are done, when the band has started to play and the guests have started eating, I find myself wandering around aimlessly, unless I'm being pulled aside. For a while, I stay with a small group and entertain them before excusing myself. And when they're not any more watching me, I end up watching them. They don't listen. I do. The local banker is having trouble with his daughter, and he wishes to marry her off, but she wants nothing more but to make music. One of our hotel managers worry about stolen belongings of one of his patrons. A failing in security should be brought up to a higher authority soon. Our mayor, well, his cat died. Then there's that rose-haired woman once again. It is not hard to notice her with her distinctive locks, considering she's wearing all pink with pink hair and everything.
And also, we drew her.
Oh, yeah. She also lacked the grace that the other ladies have. Though, that does not make her any less beautiful. Her stance, her air excludes instead, are strong. They make her stand out despite her casual attire. Many men have already given her attention, though each invitation to dance has been turned down, because she does need no man. I approach, intrigued, although it is no great mystery what occupies her own attention, with the glances she keeps sending towards the boy with the oriental hair. She remains unaware, though, even though I stand beside her, pretending that I'm there for a drink.
You would catch his eye a lot better if he wore nicer clothes, don't you think? Oh, this is gonna be real. Does anybody want to do her?
I can do.
Who voiced Rebecca before?
It's Aaron.
I guess you can take over if you like to take over for Rebecca.
I didn't realize the housewarming was going to be this fancy. I would have gone with a nice dress if I knew.
Oh, you're fine, dear. It's really only the parvenu, those who climb, that come to parties all dolled up.
I like how they don't. That the one thing about this game is that they never change what the characters wear. It's always the same clothes, even when it's clear they shouldn't be wearing that.
Look, dude.
Yeah, that's weird.
They're trying to save
in a
money.
fancier dress. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you think that Hanna would be dressed up more for her own party?
Yeah, but the characters wear the same clothes in like every situation. Yeah.
I don't know.
Quite the black-haired beauty, isn't he? Is he available?
Oh,
okay.
God, how many people do we have harems in this girl's room? All right. The boy comes over, and I do nothing to speak any softer. He merely passes by, and as he wonders, he doesn't hear what I say.
Who? Ash?
You know, you really shouldn't have turned down all those offers. If I wasn't married, I'd happily go dancing with those young men. Honestly, that's not really stopping me right now. But you said a name, Ash. That's an exquisite lad you've been looking at all this time. If I didn't already have a list going, I mean, I might myself. I don't know him, and I'm the one hosting the party. That must mean we know each other. Is he your boyfriend then? Because that would explain all those rejections.
In all my life, I've never seen a face grow red so fast. The shade of her hair did not help as well. This is the most pink I've ever seen on a person, really.
What? No, that's ridiculous. He isn't my boyfriend.
Ooh. Such a violent reaction. A simple no would have sufficed. Me doth think the lady protests too much. Many here would be happy to hear it.
None of it. God.
And I haven't been looking at him.
Might be.
That's okay.
That's right, you've been staring quite hugely, in fact. Although I'm not sure if you look like you want to kiss him or kill him.
That's more of the latter currently.
I'm into that. Just don't go murdering him on my property. We'll do it together later.
Yes, I like to.
I don't want to walk in a room and suddenly find a body there. Outside is so much easier to clean up.
Oh God, I weaver as I feel the burning of someone's stares. It's chilling, though I'm not used to the during the gaze of other, but this one makes the hairs the back of my neck stand up. Oh shit!
Oh,
Is
God.
something wrong?
I, my attention is pulled from the girl, and I see a woman staring. The dark hair and dirty, she looked like a beggar than a guest. And I have half the mind to call security at her when her mouth breaks out into a grin. All I hear is her laughing, taunting. Her stare makes my blood run cold. She looks at me like I'm nothing but a pig to slaughter for her amusement. It makes my hand shake and I nearly drop my drink.
They're wearing matching dresses.
But then I blink, in a blink she's gone and the buzz of the party returns. Holy shit.
I'll keep that in mind, but are you alright?
Yeah, sorry. I just thought I saw something strange. Must have been a trick of the light. Or I'm drunk already. What? Anyways, Hannah Wright, as you must already know.
Rebecca Gales.
Gales.
That name seemed familiar. A fond memory. I also got an achievement called Reunion. I recall a kind lady, a private tutor, who treated me like her own daughter when I was young. She even bring me food when there was no need to do so. Usually stovies, which I hadn't been too keen about, though I ate them nonetheless because she brought them for me.
Oh, the professor. And you're little Becky.
My parents couldn't make it since they're in Scotland right now. And Mom says hi, by the way. Yeah, that's me. Little Becky. You met once before.
Sorry, I just took a bite of something. Awkward.
You're
Yes,
good.
oh, I remember you. You were the cutest little thing with glasses. And when we met, you having boy trouble with this lad called something with an A? Oh my. What was it again? Wait, are you having the same boy trouble? Aaron, Alan, Adele, Albert, Alexander, Andrew?
She's going down a bunch of lists. Alright, the more I list off names, the more red and the more quiet Becky gets. Starts to look a bit miserable as her body language shows discomfort and stiffness. Perhaps I triggered a horrid childhood memory. Surely I had been mean when she visited her own mother. I don't quite remember all of it.
Uh-oh. Ashton, Ash! That man is that boy, the same one. Man, you don't move on. Oh, goodness me, after all these years. Can see why, though. He's quite dashing.
My God, how many times she's gotta blush over our new boy or girl coming by?
You don't really need to announce it to everyone within earshot, you know. Just keep it down.
I'm so sorry, but it really is cute.
And a tad bit sad.
So, this is a nice party, Mrs. Wright.
Please, Hannah is fine. We know each other. Sort of. We're friends of a sort, aren't we? We must be friends seeing as I know about your little infatuation, little Becky. Well, I'm the worst. Don't you worry, dearie. Well, you'll have your happy ending yet. Somebody has to.
I'm not too concerned about that, am I? That's not what I'm looking for.
Oh, and what makes you think that? Doesn't everybody want their happy ending?
The idea of happy endings sounds like they're just for fairy tales. And
Meh.
they are, sorta. I don't think you can just sit around trapped in some tower and hope for the best. If you love them, you have to fight for it, right? And you're not just gonna sit there and hope that everything will just fix itself on its own. Like everything, you have to work at it. But what do I know?
Alright. There's a grimace, although she starts to relax around my presence. How long has it been since we met as children? Certainly a long time. He was tiny back then, if I recall correctly.
I'm sure the daughter of the two greatest professors I've ever known is smart enough to know what she's talking about. God knows I don't know what I'm doing with relationships, but have you told him how you feel? I hear that's a good thing to do. And it's been what, 20 years?
Damn, 20
my
years? God damn, you haven't told him about your feelings in
That
20
is a
years?
slow burn.
That's gotta be a record.
17 actually.
You've been counting?
Oh no.
No, not yet. He can be a bit dense. Stupid.
17 years.
Fuck Ash.
I was hoping that maybe he'd notice on his own and
Most babies have their first girlfriend by 17 years,
Oh god.
or boyfriend, or something.
Or something, a pet dog, I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, that won't do at all. I'll have to set you guys up, even though I know Isabella, What if you two become husband and wife? He's not to be dense when he's sworn himself to another person. Why, you might just as well consider leaving days, even before the date have begun.
if that happens, I'll have to give him a good ear bashing, won't I? Whoever anyone ends up with, it's not going to be a perfect relationship anyway. There's going to be things you'll love and things you'll hate about the other person. We're just humans. And it's funny, here I am trying to give you advice when you did the very same thing back then. I remember you giving me a makeover when we were still kids, and you were the first I told anyone about my, crush.
I do remember now that she mentions it. I did give her that yellow summer dress or that pink blouse or petticoat. She might have kept some of what I've said in mind. That's ridiculous remembering all that years later. Talking about boys and how they go crazy for the pretty girls. As if some gospel every woman should adhere to. It was so easy to say such things then, with me not knowing any better. Though, looking at her now, she must have kept some of what I said in mind. Perhaps I did say something good at that time. Enough for her to take it to heart. But it all didn't matter in the moments as I mull over what she just said in my head. What Beckett told me and it was very different from what Marianne told me. There's no time to ponder over that. However, as a hush descends upon the once lively crowd, the music of strings and the chatter slows to a grinding halt as the doors from the foyer opens. The last of the latecomers should have arrived moments ago, and anyone else is this late would simply be too embarrassed to show their face. So this can only be one person, or rather, dare I say it, one man.
It's me, baby!
God, there's only one man who's audacious enough, even though he announced himself enough to arrive at his own party so late.
Good evening, ladies and gents. Enjoying the party?
Yes, you ruined it by showing up.
I hope I'm not too late in welcoming you all to the right mansion.
Remind me why we married this guy?
Because I was good once.
You were good once, alright. Unlike I was raised in the spotlight and simply grew used to its presence, he sought it out every chance he could, even when there was no spotlight that's shown. I'll never put it against him when he smiles like that. He did so quite brilliantly under the scrutiny when he channels his showmanship. You can tell by the way people's eyes lit up as he speaks. How they listen, enraptured, even though it's all doing is a simple greeting. A little wave of his hands here, and a little smile there, and a bit of a swagger. I always tell him that if he could not be a businessman, he'll do it as an entertainer. I love this side of him, especially when he looks at me. He beckons me to go over to humbly share his place. Not a single second is wasted as I excuse myself from Becky's side and make my way to Luke's.
Welcome, one and all, to a humble abode. Tonight, if you have yet to find yourself in your roles, you are all ladies and lords of the court of your king and queen, if you'd excuse my presumptuousness. So, enjoy the feast that has been laid out for your senses, as we only allow the best to be served. Enjoy the rest of your night, everyone. Oh, hello, Maria.
Hello.
Hello, and we clap because you're here like it's a sitcom. You know, other than that, there's a round of applause, cheers, and even some hoots. Guests approaches left and right to shake Luke's hand and greet him personally. Praises on their lips. It is because of this that I do not see her. I did not see her until she's dangerously close. With the fury in her eyes, she's already spitting venom.
Oh God, what did y'all do?
Apparently we're in the middle of a party and someone's really pissed.
Oh, yes.
Alright.
I remember this one.
Johannes restrains her, taking care not to unnecessarily harm the pregnant woman. Oh, it's that policeman's wife. But this does little to deter her rage, and the man had no choice but to let her go, lest an unborn child is hurt. Although that might be too late for that, as I see the empty glass of her wine. Did she? What?
Oh my God.
How much has she embedded in?
Are you feeling ill, Rochelle? What's the matter?
I mean, you're always drinking when you're pregnant.
Perhaps you need to sit down and throw up that wine you just drank.
Who wants to voice Rochelle? I guess, will ya?
Okay.
Give me your best angry pregnant woman voice.
Angry, pregnant, drunk woman voice.
Exactly. It's not gonna harm my baby.
No. Shut it, you monster. I ain't talking to you. I'm talking to this scumbag over here.
Well, you're clearly not pointing at me. You're clearly pointing at the lad next to me.
You bloody bastard, standing there with your smarmy smile.
Well, I'm not smiling right now, so that's clearly not me.
Oh god. Anyways, she interrupts me, jabbing her fingers in my direction before she rounds on Luke. Even as a whisper murmurs break out among the guests, all I can focus is on the heat of the moment. Obviously intoxicated, judging by the smell of alcohol in her breath. God damn you need to vomit like Aaron says. I am not ticked off by this little display
I
of
mean, the
hers.
news, if she's as pregnant as she supposedly is, she's beyond, like, the major neural development that
Yep.
would affect.
At least, not yet. I am absolutely pissed by the fact that she endangered her own baby by drinking. There's a considerable amount of restraint and grace that I must exercise while I wait for her tantrum to subside. Keep a patient, if tight, smile on my face, even though I'm covering it up with my mouth, with my hands. Luke's expression of the hand is indecipherable. Alright. Fight back.
Watch your tongue! You're on thin ice, Rochelle! Where's your husband? Who even invited you?
I did.
You idiot! Psst, I told you with great emphasis not to! We have a drunk, hormonal, pregnant bitch causing a stir!
Oh my
Ow.
god! Damn, Justin, you're going extra mile on this, alright.
What is even going on? Don't worry, I won't say any the N-word.
Okay.
I would hope not.
I would, yes.
Well,
Anyways.
his character is
His
racist.
character-
so-
character is racist.
Oh,
because he
okay.
does say it in
That's a new. Oh Jesus!
Yeah.
Not
missed the
not
part.
Learning a lot of it.
not the really bad N-word, just the slightly better but still bad N-word.
It's, like, think of the college fun that were in back in the day. But anyways, I'm just about to ask that same thing.
I don't know. But Rochelle, do calm down before you hurt yourself. I can't understand a word you're saying.
Where is that husband of yours? Lee, collect your wife right now, or I'll do it with my own crane.
Don't you fucking talk to me like I'm not here and like you're not responsible, you arse. You told me that I should wait for you in the garden. Shh.
Oh my god. Excuse me? What is this nonsense you're going on about?
Crazy talk. That's all it is. Just completely and utterly mad. Has anyone seen the chief inspector?
I am pregnant with your little bastard. You promise me you'll take responsibility. God damn it, Luke. I finally got you to talk to me after months of silence, and you do this to me?
Oh my god, the lips kicking in.
I like the drunk slur, yeah.
Yeah?
What?
What?
What? Sorry, I was
Nah,
shocked
you
I was
good.
talking, so.
Go ahead.
What do you mean you're pregnant with... Luke, is this true?
Oh yeah, we got a bullet to break them up.
Good lord.
That was me. That was my twin brother, Billy.
Oh, it's always Billy.
Yeah, Billy, come out here and control this woman.
I'm Ken, I'm knocking up some other chick.
Come on,
God damn it,
Billy, don't be
Billy.
like that.
I'm sorry
Guys,
you didn't blame your cousin
guys,
Phoenix
guys.
right.
A woman. I couldn't even say Billy's name without laughing. I'm sorry.
Alright.
Lies that slander woman. Security! Johannes, take her out of here before she makes an even bigger fool out of herself. And get Billy out while you're at it, okay?
No. You do not do this to me. I was so ready to leave my stupid old woman husband, and I told you to leave that damn wife of yours. Look at her. Does she look like she wants a baby?
Actually, yeah, she does.
Does she look like she can take care of a baby?
Yes, actually, yes.
God damn, am I watching like Jersey Shores at this moment, or what's going on? Anyways,
Fuck that show.
now that Johannes
This is
returns
such a
with
mess.
security, along with the concerned-looking Officer Lee.
If, Johannes, if you see Snooki in here, throw her out and then shoot her in the head.
Oh God! Alright, they surround her and move to escort the hysterical woman. Judging by his pale face, he has heard the whole thing, and I feel nothing but pity for the man. I'm so sorry for their behavior. She's been under a lot of stress, and the alcohol, I probably should pump that out of her belly before the baby gets all messed up. Talking nonsense, that is all. You're not allowed to drink because of the baby, Shelly. What are you thinking?
Nothing to see here, people. Move along.
Is there really nothing here but ramblings of a drunk? Yes, that's right. There's no way that Rochelle says the true. What she said doesn't match up. I know Luke. If such a scandalous meeting are to be arranged, he won't do it in such an exposed place. Especially not near his precious flower. And he definitely won't promise a responsibility over a child unless it can't be helped. Besides, Luke will never go as far to sleep with a... Right?
I don't know.
Right? Lipsies? Okay, fine. Who the fuck am I kidding? If I'm being completely honest with myself, he might cheat. A bit of temptation and a bit of alcohol, he just might. That doesn't make my blood boil even to the slightest possibility of fidelity. He isn't too far when he told me how Luke still acted like some young hotshot bachelor. It starts to make me think. Alright! You want to work for this happy ending, or
Break
perhaps
is needed.
a break?
Break.
Is
break.
Mary Ann still alive? If so, then yeah, you should go with the break.
She's alive still.
Marianne is winning the race right now, I think.
I mean, let's see
Yeah.
how the relationship looking right now. Yep, she's
it's
still
low.
alive.
Ooh, Mary Ann is winning by a
It's low.
landslide.
Yeah, it's low, but not that low.
I mean, she's like top one right now. But in order to do that, all right. So
All right.
I guess most of us voting to break this man.
Yeah, when it's this low, it can only get worse from here.
All right,
Yeah.
all right. So
No, but since I'm Luke, no, don't be Hanna. I still love you.
all
Honest.
right, all right.
I'm pretty sure. I'm feeling pretty confident that
I
Luke's
did
gonna
not.
die.
I told you it was
Marianne
Let me
would
break
never
it.
do this to me.
All
I
right.
did not. Honest.
I'm getting the gun here for you, Madam Hanna. Here you go. Just shoot the man here. Shoot him in the heart, or even the head. I don't know. Even the
so
junk.
hard on me. You guys don't understand.
All right. So we're slamming on the
Take a
brake.
DNA test.
Break this man. Should we break
Break
this man
him.
like Ivan Drago?
Break him.
All right, let's break him.
Break him like
as-
a popsicle.
Break.
All right, breakity break.
No.
Maybe
I like how we're all down with marriage.
we're down with marriage.
Well,
And-
I didn't
Well,
really
with
care.
this
Well, I
guy.
didn't really
With
care
this
either way.
guy.
I didn't really care either
Just
way.
marry with this guy.
She
Anyways, maybe Marianne had a point.
Damn right.
If I'm frustrated, if I'm unhappy, maybe a break is needed. This is the time to do it now. Well, some time apart just might be what the doctor ordered. Time to clear our heads and think for ourselves, or for myself to be exact. Because looking at this mess before me just brings me nothing but distress. I feel a bit nauseous, actually, now that I think about it. Luke is too busy making a scene to notice, and it concerns Becky.
Oh, it's
pulls
my
me to
girl
the side.
Becky.
It's your Goyle. She looks as disturbed as I'm suddenly turned of events. Probably not a big fan of drama. Definitely not used to it at any rate. Not surprisingly, her parents were lovely yet simple people.
Hey,
Someone already. Oh, okay.
yeah. I figured you could use the save, and you look like you weren't doing too hot back there. A lot of drama. Do we need to call a doctor or something?
Oh no, I'm fine. I'll just be needing some fresh air. That's all. Some help getting out of here would be much appreciated. Please make a distraction.
Oh, sure, that won't be a problem. I wanted to get away from this drama too, anyway. Hey, Zachary. Hey, Zach.
As I
Look, I'm on a
mentioned-
break. You show up.
Okay, you're gonna be my rebound special here. Let's go.
Did somebody say threesome?
Oh no.
All right. Anyways,
You wouldn't dare.
at the mention of a threesome,
up,
I
you.
can't help but seek him out in the crowd.
We are on a break. Did you ever watch Friends?
Yes, and it was a terrible show.
Oh, don't knock friends like that.
Anyways,
I would knock Friends over one. And I'll be honestly, no, I don't personally think it's terrible, but Luke would definitely think it's terrible.
You're right. Luke would probably hate that show.
all right.
I never saw Friends actually. I'm uncultured.
Okay. Well, we'll get to.
Well, you're younger than us, so I think Friends, you had to grow up in our generation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes
It's
sense.
very dated, honestly. Rewatching it.
It
hard
is.
time.
Yeah.
They
I
played
agree
it in the
with
break room at work sometimes, and I just kind of go, "Ooh, it's kind of problematic."
Well,
Yeah,
it's
Everybody on that
problematic.
show is
It's
rich.
just that there's some stuff that's a little, wouldn't fly.
The
today.
90s accepted some things that are no longer acceptable.
Yeah, like laugh tracks.
Like
Oh,
laugh
man.
tracks.
I've never
Laugh
seen
tracks are
it.
still acceptable.
I know,
You can
they're
Big
still
Bang Theory?
accepted.
I mean,
some
have you
Netflix
seen
comedy.
freaking that Sheldon show, The Big Bang Theory? They
No,
play that thing like
I didn't-
24 seconds.
I didn't watch Sheldon, and I only watched like one season of Big Bang Theory because I didn't like it.
That's fair. But anyways, enough about
Anyways,
TV
I'm
shows
taking to
aside.
my rebound.
We need to get back to this rebound session here. At the mention of a threesome, I can't seek him out of the crowd as he makes his way over. Hey, know each other?
Becca, this is real me. What was I gonna say? Oh, hey, Miss Wright.
Not Mrs. Right now.
Oh.
Don't we have to do like divorce papers?
We are not officially broken up yet, woman.
Get it, girl.
All right.
Shut up. We are now on a break.
She's free to do what she wants.
Okay. If I am to assign a random number to dictate the odds of having two of my acquaintances to know each other, I say the odds are 1 out of 1,000. If this was any other situation, I would have been suspicious. It has been completely impossible that two random strangers have met on separate occasions to know each other, or in what would be a complete random happenstance. Ooh, excuse me. It's just that it's been faked before and tried to dupe me because of who I am and who I'm married to. Was married to in a sec. But right now, coincident or not, I'm just grateful for the help. As long as this doesn't turn out to kidnapping anyway.
Hello, Zachary. I told you to call me Hanna, did I not?
Yeah,
since the
you
right
did.
thing is done over.
So this is what you called me for? We gonna get Hanna out of here?
I can see that they're friends. Not terribly close ones, but friends nonetheless.
That'd be great.
Make a quick work of getting us through the crowd. The people, part of because of Zachary, Bod, Bill, they even want to approach me. Oh, they even want to approach me. If that isn't enough, Becky pointed glares to keep them at bay. God damn, I got bodyguards on the fly? What's going on here? Alright, even we'll make it out of the ballroom without any untoward incident. Through the judging by the commotion in the other room. The same cannot be said about the unexpected eviction. I really do need fresh air. I need to be away from those Parkers. I need to be away from. This is a good start as any.
Hey, I gotta go back in there. Completely forgot my bag like an airhead, and I'll see if I can tag Ash on the way out. It'll be fine here, right, Hannah?
No need to worry, Derry. I'll just be right here next to tall and handsome here.
Yeah, Zach will be with you if you need anything.
Hey, if you're gonna cheat on me, at least cheat on me with the woman so I can watch.
Screw you,
Ew.
Luke.
No, Luke.
God damn it. He's the guy who hides in the closet kind of peep. Anyways. My apologies. I need to do just one quick thing. I'll be right back. I'm so sorry. Talk amongst yourself. Make predictions. Ah!
I could narrate.
Still needed to hit the
Somebody
button.
needs to
Yeah,
click it though.
he's gonna move
Oh,
forward.
dang, that's true.
It's gonna happen.
Oh, Ed needed a break for a second. He went to go do a thing.
He found out his husband might be cheating on him.
It's all the rage lately.
Got another woman pregnant.
God damn it, Billy! What is wrong with you?
I didn't see that coming though, and I'm very hurt for my character because Rochelle is her best friend.
Yeah, that is sad.
But it's
It's
okay
a
'cause
lie.
she's
I
not
swear.
married.
It's okay. Luke's gonna get brutally murdered. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, well, good luck with that because my route is the last route, so it'll take a long time before we reach that.
What? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, if you look at the relationship chart, he's at the bottom, which means he goes last.
This game is so long. I'll be shocked if we finish it.
Alright,
Yeah.
let's see.
I played through the game last week, and oh god, it took a
Ooh,
while.
Luke's gone way down.
Yeah, Luke is in the
Yeah.
negative.
Well, what did you think was going to happen when you said to take a break?
Alright, well, one more shot like that, he'll be on same par with Ash and Isabella here, so. Alright,
Yeah,
sorry.
fuck
about
Ashton.
that. Oh, what's in her journal?
All my homies hate Ashton.
Oh, me and my homies hate Ashton. That's a lot of stuff here. Alright, I'll look at that later. Alright. Becky, blocks at the idea of going back into the ballroom. Anyone who hasn't should have realized that I'm gone by now. But those busybodies will be gossiping how I left the building with unknowns. Along with transpire, stories are inaccurate made by the spread of Night's End. All that matters with grand schemes. I wouldn't even bother to try and quarrel with them by returning to the fray. That leaves
Screw
me
them.
with,
Zachary, dear.
Yeah, you need something?
I was only going to say how nice it is to see you again. I would like to see more.
Oh, okay.
Oh, good lord.
just casually, just like, oh, okay. Starts. It's like it's like one of those lines from like an opening to like a cheap porno or something. It's just like it was like, okay, how are we gonna like get straight with this plot and just straight to the next scene? Just have her say okay when she like wants him for something. Like okay.
Yeah.
I think it's just like that skit from SNL, the Chad guy or whatever his name is.
Chad Thundercock.
Yeah.
He's an inspiration to us all.
Oh man, what a Chad. I could see the tension that lined his shoulders. Clearly, this might be his first time. How awkward is this one if it wasn't our first meeting? Yeah,
Zachary's not a Chad, but he might be like kind of a himbo, and we just need him.
We just need him. We had met on professional terms, certainly, but I like to think I was friendly. Nonetheless, I pushed the issue about the apparent discovery will be left alone. Not right away, or at any rate. I do know my curiosity will get the better of me soon. Before I could say anything, however, he speaks up.
You okay there, Hanna? I mean, of course you're not okay after what happened in there. I mean, that was terrible. But you're not gonna just fall down and faint or anything, right?
Are you offering to catch me? Anyways, sorry. I'm fine. Thank you for your concern.
A beat.
I should be asking you the same thing. I remember you being a lot more eloquent.
Oh yeah, I'm just not too good with staying too long in a crowded room. Or handling intense drama, you know.
Hmm.
Sorry about my clothes. Didn't think there'd be a dress code. Not that I have anything that not nice to wear to a shindig like this. I dig nice, small, and simple parties, so this is a real doozy for me.
And do you host your own nice, small, and simple parties? Perhaps one-on-one parties?
Only when there's occasions, birthdays, and stuff.
Wow, you do not get the hints I am dropping.
Those are a lot more fun for me, and I can be a lot more selective about letting only the people I'm cool with attend, right?
The more reason that he has the himbo qualities to the Zack character.
I get to pick the food too. Of course, I make most of them myself.
Oh god, you can cook, I love you.
There's usually a dozen people or less, and all we just really do is hang out. Maybe do some grilling, karaoke, dancing. You know, the usual
Oh,
twister.
he has dad friend energy.
That sounds nice.
Yeah. You sure you're all right? You aren't exactly being eloquent yourself, as you put it. It was something you want to get off your chest.
These clothes. I don't know, Zachary. What
My
am I
God.
supposed to say?
Hanna, it would get really cold without your clothes. You could scream. You could scream.
Ned, really?
He's not
Oh my
flustered
God.
that he's naked. He's just flustered at the idea she's going to get cold.
Actually, you know what? I can get into this.
Ooh.
You could-
Oh my god.
You could scream "Merde" if you want. I won't snitch.
You want to know how I think, how I truly feel? I think my very best friend might have slept with my husband. At least I'm pretty sure she isn't pregnant with his. At least I'm pretty sure she isn't pregnant with his baby, which isn't much now, is it?
She believes it's Billy.
My husband is a selfish, pretentious, bloody sack of shit. Ugh. You know what? I don't give a flying fuck anymore. My god.
That ain't good. Not giving a crap won't make the problem go away.
I'm going to ask him for a frickin' break, Zachary. I'm not going to pretend there isn't a problem, but I just need to step back.
Fair enough, as long as you don't just up and disappear on him, I suppose.
Yes, now can we please stop talking about him? More about us, maybe. Tell me about your small, simple parties. More about you. Karaoke and dancing, how does that even go together?
There's also Mario Kart. Simple, really. We hope Ash doesn't take the mic, put on a bit of fun music, and just dance.
Oh my god.
I got Just Dance, guys. Come on.
Damn all these
Oh, just
kids.
dance!
Oh, girls!
Not that I can, but there ain't nothing complex about it.
You can't be that bad.
I'm pretty good with the twist, or that's what they tell me at least.
Let's try
What
that
year
out
is this?
horizontally.
I think they're just being nice. I'm sure it's just looks awkward.
All right. So,
Oh shoot!
should we
Oh, he's
Prove it.
buzzing.
a tense? should
Prove it,
we-
let's dance.
Oh,
Prove
Wait,
okay.
are we going for him though? I mean,
Well,
Prove it! Yes!
I think prove it. I think prove it would be the way to go.
Zachary's just behind Marianne, but
I mean,
the moment
this isn't gonna put him above Marianne.
unless
we're going-
the game is
we're-
like,
Marianne,
hey,
but
we'll
I
give you
like
3
Zachary.
points
I'm
to.
having fun here.
We're on the threesome route.
Alright.
We gotta make them
Well,
both happy.
Okay, so basically, yep, sure. I was thinking, like, in case if one of them dies, we have the other one, so.
That's a good point, Ed.
Backup waifu.
So basically, so does that mean we can kill Zachary then?
No.
Anyways, so anybody for prove it, or at least you can
Prove
cook?
it.
Let's
I'll
prove
take
it.
whatever.
Okay,
Yeah,
you're
fine
indifferent.
with me.
Or what?
Okay,
I think
two
if you say
indifferent.
prove it, we'll dance.
they have
I-
sex. I'm blaming you guys.
Madeline is definitely doesn't want to prove it, but
Wait,
no, I
are
don't
you?
care. No, we go
Oh.
with the.
all right. So we got 3
Go
indifferent.
strongly.
So we just need one more vote.
I say prove it. If
Prove it.
All right. I guess we're proving it then.
I've learned that men tend to exaggerate. You honestly can't be that bad, can you?
What? Do you need a demonstration?
Yes. That would be preferable, yes.
It's not like there's music here, Hanna. Come on. I could barely dance with music, and I don't want to be dancing alone. I'll just look silly.
Imagine, mon ami, you're an artist, are you not? With your photos and films and your guitar. You must know notes to play on an instrument, find a melody and a beat. Would it be such a stretch of the imagination? And don't fret, I will gladly be your partner.
Dance to this comforting ambience in the
Stand to
background.
this comforting ambience, and also look who fucking Return of the King, Mr. Steve himself.
Yeah, I know that he's here. But
Oh yeah. Hey, what's up, Steve?
Hello.
How you doing, man?
Howdy.
Are you gonna? Oh, go ahead.
I'm just, trying to avoid the plague and study and work and try not to drown and while doing it.
I think that's majority of us on
Yep.
similar train. Yes. So yeah, that's cool. I'm not sure if you're in the mood to narrate because I've been narrating for at least 55 minutes. Are you in the mood to narrate by any chance, Steve?
Yeah,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah. So take it away. So basically, any lines that have no character's name is the narrator. So take it away whenever you're ready.
I can tell by his expression that he's flushed, embarrassed. But no more protests escape him, and he focuses with a slight tilt of his head.
You should be a voice actor, damn.
Then he starts to hum a little tune. I drag him into the gardens while we go through the motions, and he gains courage the farther we are from other people. And we just dance.
Aww.
Oh,
Though he stumbles at first, unsure and bashful.
where did you even learn to dance, Zach? The 60s wants their moves back, honestly.
The College of Two Left Feet, obviously. And I'll have you know, the twist is still an awesome dance.
We're happy and we're having fun. Even if Zachary fumbles with his steps and did the funniest, oddest movements that anyone can pass off as dancing. There's no need to impress anyone, however, not even each other. And this is the most I've smiled and laughed in a long time. It is simple. Simple is nice.
Okay, that
Thank you for
defrosted
calming
cold
narration.
heart.
Well, we fade to black, so we assume we slept with this man at this point.
That was pretty cute.
That's the rules for a
alright.
BN, yeah.
Yeah, that's really good. All right, let's see. We still got time.
Hey,
So
give me a minute. I gotta dip for a sec.
yeah, that's fine. Let's see. So I guess anybody else want to take over for narration, or
no.
I could.
all right, go ahead, take it away.
I wish the same can be said about what I'm about to do. Simple isn't the adjective I will use to describe the task at hand.
Brutal.
Because, really, how does one tell their husband that they want to separate and say that, no, this is not a divorce?
Should be a divorce, honestly.
Not yet, at least. The possibility is there. But still, how am I even to explain that to Luke without him throwing a fit? Cutting too deeply into my sausages, I open my mouth to excuse myself. That is, until I spy Luke mashing and stirring his poached eggs with a fork like a petulant child. He has been silent all the while, chin in his hand and elbow resting on the table. I worry that my absence after the debacle may have caused more harm than good.
Luke? I think we need a bit of a break. You know, some time apart.
At my words, he grows still and silent. I'm not quite sure whether I should be worried or not. I take it as my cue to keep talking.
It's not permanent or anything like that, just for a while. In a few days, perhaps. I was thinking I could move back into a penthouse in the meantime, but I won't be moving out right away so that I can help settle everything here. I haven't even thought of packing yet, and I want to ask Johannes to assign some of our staff. Unless you want the penthouse anyways, then I'll stay here instead. Very flexible.
No. You take the penthouse. It'll be easier for you.
It isn't supposed to be this easy, is it? Can he really react so aloof to it?
Isn't this to your liking? I imagine that you like the space and independence. You'll have the bed and covers to yourself, and you can have whatever you want prepared for meals, drink yourself, sleep with people. You can even offer the wine you want, though I'd rather that you don't.
This isn't about that, Hanna. Well, it's partly that, but
The man stops playing with his food, choosing instead to push the plate aside.
What's wrong, Luke?
He slumps back in his chair and just stops short of putting his feet up on the table. I suspect he's wanting some wine or absinthe by now, but any sort of alcohol is suspiciously absent in his hands.
aside from that disaster yesterday and you telling me you want a divorce, everything is peachy keen. Will you want me to start on the letters then? To start the divorce settlements and whatnot? Will you be seeking ways to throw me out on the street without a penny to my name?
No, Luke, this isn't a divorce. I just told you this is only temporary. Are you really having a sulk because of what you said yesterday?
I am having a sulk because you believe her. You stormed out and now you're asking for us to split up. Soon enough, you want to throw me out like I'm a piece of trash.
Are you not?
Do you think I would be this calm if I believed her? Lucille Mitchell. Wow, Luke has a girly name. Because believe me, if I did, well, it wouldn't be pretty.
It's a proud name.
Besides, I know how you feel about children. It makes her whole statement laughable.
Sure. Whatever you say.
Okay, I know no spoilers, but was she telling the truth or not? Do we find out?
No spoilers.
I cannot answer that. So
Yeah,
Damn it.
I cannot answer that either.
Oh. His mouth draws into a thin line, and I can't bring myself to comment on his half-hearted reply. To me, the silence that follows feels oppressive. It only emphasizes the wall that has been built up by my... What's that word? I only have two brain cells.
Obedience?
Obeisance in his hubris. And it looms between us, keeping us apart.
When are you leaving? In a week?
It won't take that long to pack. After All Saints, perhaps. Go inform the staff of this.
He only nods.
I like how each of the character nods. They do like this weird like whole body movement, just like
They just
Yeah.
bob.
just gets like bob
Yeah.
squish. Like all the characters do that in this game.
And I'll be lying if I said that didn't disappoint me. I expected more resistance. The man could be stubborn as a mule if he wants to be. Perhaps I can leave now, just to spite him.
I know you'll be back.
But that isn't like me. Even if this does end in a divorce, a thing we both surely wish to avoid, we can still leave on amicable terms. There's no point in making a mountain out of a molehill.
What? What are you still doing here?
Oh,
Just
God.
leave. You still have some packing to do, don't you? Go ahead. I won't stop you.
Go ahead. And do nothing.
I like how we're back at the wine cellar area or the entrance to it.
Oh no.
Yeah, the trapdoor. There isn't much to do, it seems, whenever I step up to the plate and try to take responsibility for something. Perhaps because everything is already being handled by someone hired specifically for that job. And with Johannes overseeing the staff and Luke handling everything else as a whole, that doesn't leave much for me. I can't even take the job of delegation because all it takes is a word to one of the senior staff and everything will be taken care of for me. Moving in here a few days ago may have very well been the chore that took the most effort from me. And that didn't take any real effort at all.
Yes, Hannah, go buy a mansion in the middle of frickin' nowhere. Good idea. Great plan.
There are no dishes to set aside and busy myself with. Any mess left behind is now nearly non existent. To sit on a counter while eating cake is supposed to be my next plan. Alas, there isn't even one to finish off, and I don't really know what brought me to the kitchens in the first place. It's not like I'm craving anything else, nor do I have any unfinished business stuff left here. But there's a calling to this room. Speaking of calling, why not do just that? Marion's on speed dial. Might as well, since I have nothing else to do. At least that will require some effort on my part. With how cut off the rest of Luxborn the mansion is, and with how long it was abandoned before we moved in, having a landline is out of the question. The solution, supposed to be, are mobiles, though it isn't much considering how spotty the signal is in the area. It'll take a bit of maneuvering to get even a single bar as it is. Ellipses. It takes a bit, as I said it would. I have to park my rear on one of the cold drawers, but that suits me just fine. Another matter that needs my effort is who to call.
Marianne.
She who must not be named is certainly off the list. That doesn't leave much in the category of close friends who attended the party, along with the category of who else is awake at this early hour. But soon enough, I manage and the call goes through, presumably to a businesswoman who, oh, it's Becky.
Okay, we're really
Hello,
we
Rebecca
really
Gales here.
okay.
Who's this?
Good morning, Becky.
Anna? Wait, how did you get my number?
Stalking. You responded to your RSVP through the phone. It's all saved here, of course. I thought I'd like to say hi and make plans to get together soon, add to my harem. Also, I'd love to hear news about your mother and father and about you, my dear. I hope I didn't wake you up.
Oh, you're good. It's sports day at school today, so I was just prepping for that.
Gonna play sports ball.
Figures that you'd be a teacher as well. I'm sure your students must absolutely adore you.
I don't know about that.
Mathematics.
History, actually. Anyway, it's real nice to know you've got my number. I was going to ask for yours because Mom wanted to keep in touch.
You could have asked, silly girl. I would have gladly given it to you.
Couldn't though, because, oh, that thing happened. But I really am sorry though. I gotta run. School, scheduled, stuff. Is there anything else you want to say? Don't want to use the mobile while driving.
Oh, of course, I shouldn't keep you. But I wanted to thank you for your company yesterday.
Not a problem.
I was hoping you could thank Zachary on my behalf as well. Maybe get me his number? He was really kind and wonderful.
You can tell him that yourself if you want. I can give you his number.
Oh, thank
Score.
you. No. I don't want to be a bother intruding on his privacy. Wait, is he single?
I'm pretty sure he'd be fine with it, and you two are already on the first name basis and all. Wink
You're
wink.
right.
His number, right? It's
The call starts to go static, much to my
God damn it!
frustration.
Looks like the ghost lady
The
is cock
ghost
blocking
cock
her
blocking.
himbo.
A strange clicking noise drowns out most of her words, too. I can barely understand what she's saying.
7, 8. Weird connection here. 7603. Can you hear this? 0.
And the line completely dies. I can feel a headache coming along. It's just building up, starting from a light throbbing on one side of my head. The static is gone, and that helps a lot. But there is still that incessant, horrible clicking. Again and again and again. Which doesn't make sense. The mobile's turned off, isn't it? If it isn't coming from the phone, then where? Looking about, I can't help but let my eyes be drawn to the hatch leading into the wine cellar once more. That's when the clicking stops and I can hear that crying. That familiar crying from before. What happened the other day when I was told that nobody should have been down there? I try to forget it because of how it unsettled me so. I can hardly do that when I'm looking at the very thing I'm trying to forget. Somebody's crying down there again. But if I leave it alone, it simply won't stop bothering me for the rest of the day. They might have forgotten to lock it with the party going on.
This again. Somebody's pulling my leg. I will not be happy.
Oh boy.
She just went right in.
No hesitation.
Man, I have no sense of preservation.
Sure enough, all it takes is a bit of a pull to open the hatch. As I look down to the cellar, a sense of uneasiness washes over me. It isn't just the sudden onset of vertigo and nausea, but also the darkness. It's suffocating. And as I look down, I feel as if it's looking back at me. I worry that something will suddenly pull me into the deep.
Oh, we gotta peace out. Come on.
The cries
Scared.
drown beneath the shrieks that start echoing in my head, high and shrill, like nails being dragged across a chalkboard. They're all screaming,
Okay, I
shouting
sense
at
a
me,
quick time event coming. Ed, are you ready?
and I
I
can
don't
just
want
feel
to
my
do this again.
Help me! He wants to drown me, drag me down and crush me in the very depths of darkness until there is nothing left of me. The deep abyss waits for me. For my death. They're all calling for it. This is a nightmare. I'm being canceled. There's a rope around my neck, and I can feel the rest of me being torn apart. And they're still screaming. I'm screaming because they've canceled my OnlyFans, though it is not my voice that escapes my
God
lips.
damn it.
It claws through, climbing up and forcing its way up my throat like putrid bile. I choke and gag, yet I scream and shriek all at the same time. And I'm me, but not me.
Okay.
Oh,
M.
Jesus.
Okay, it's a typing game. A
Ed, don't let us down.
M. T. Okay, that
Are
was
we
easy.
spelling something?
That was it?
Yeah, that was it.
Not bad.
I gotta say, this game is not nearly as scary when I'm watching you play it as opposed to when I'm playing it.
I mean,
Oh, I'm
You got your
scared.
friends with you. It's the power
yeah,
of
friends.
friendship.
Power
Yeah.
of friendship.
Did that
Aw.
spell anything out?
It says
M-A-N-T?
M-A-T. I don't know if that's supposed to be.
A mat.
I don't know if it's an anagram for anything.
ATM.
Down to my knees
ATM.
before I'm
Take
prone
us
and
to the
vulnerable
bank.
on my
The
stomach.
ghost wants my money. Fuck her.
God
It makes me tumble, and I can just feel my whole body seizing, writhing on the floor. Everything and nothing hurts.
I wonder if it's like a name for like Matt or something. I don't know.
Maybe. It feels like I'm on the verge of death. And if I'm not dying, I nearly wish I actually am. Hey, Justin?
Hanna, what is going on in there?
What are you doing in my cellar?
I already said my line.
Oh.
Prince.
Seeing Luke, something snaps back, and I'm able to take a gasp of air on my own volition for the first time in what felt like centuries. I would have rejoiced and cried for its name if the pain still did not rack my body. Instead, all I can do is stare listlessly as he comes to my side and lifts me up, cradling me in his arms.
And then he snaps her neck.
He tries to get me to my feet, perhaps to take me out of here. But all he's able to do is get me to sit, making sure I'm not trashing on the floor.
I feel like it should be thrashing.
Right, I think
Yeah.
it's a typo. I can still feel my muscles spasm, limbs jerking like a puppet on a string.
Like going through a seizure from this thing, maybe.
Luke holds me tight and keeps me still, so that I do not hurt myself anymore.
I can't believe it's being nice after we went on a break.
I mean, he's having a seizure. I would hope he'd step in. Whatever it is that happened, it has my mind feeling frayed and battered. Eventually, the pain dies down into a dull ache, and my own tongue stops feeling like cotton. It's only now that I can feel the wetness on my cheeks, tears streaking down my face. Oh, good lord, got the Rona. A coughing racks my body, now that I don't feel like choking. And it just all feels so horrible. But I don't care. I don't care.
Luke, please.
What happened here? Who did this to you?
I don't know.
It was Billy, wasn't it?
I'm so sorry.
I'm outside. I don't know where I'm at.
Billy, I will shoot you in the head.
I think I already been shot in the head. I'm still alive.
It's alright. You're safe now, Hanna. You're safe now.